I grew up in Pennsylvania, and basketball has been a big part of my life ever since I was young. And so I played basketball through high school. I got an opportunity to play in college at Messiah College, which is a small Christian school in Harrisburg, where I grew up. In that time of playing basketball, I met some of my very close friends and mentors. Got connected to a guy who runs, it's called Training Leaders Through Athletics, and he does takes strength and conditioning and kind of sports training and uses it as a platform to share the gospel and mentor young athletes. So it was really kind of a time in my life where that's when I accepted Christ, and that's kind of when I began walking with the Lord. His name's Greg Golden. We stayed in contact for a couple of years. He ended up coming down to LSU. When I was finishing up undergrad, I was praying about what's my next steps. Felt like God was leading me to go to grad school. He said, "Go to grad school." So I applied at LSU because I knew I had some contact with Coach Golden. LSU was actually the only school I ever applied for. I got accepted, but the reason I came here to Lafayette, or the reason I'm into Bayou instead of being over there in Baton Rouge all the time, is the mentors that I talked about. They're husband and wife, and the wife is actually from Lafayette. When I was moving down to grad school, they were actually coming down to visit people at the same time. I was hanging out with them one Sunday here in Lafayette, and we were kind of like, "Hey, where do you want to go to church?" And we were looking online and, kind of being prayerful about it, and we felt like God was inviting us to go to the Bayou Church. And so I came in that Sunday morning. Sean was preaching a message about Daniel. For me, it was cool because I was kind of going into a new phase of life, leaving home for a long time, just like Daniel was in a different phase of his life in Babylon. So it was really hit me pretty hard, and it was really encouraging for me. And so I was like, man, this would be cool. I want to finish out this series. So I kept coming back, and then I saw on the connection card something about small groups. There was one on Sundays for college students, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. I can go to church and I can just stay and go to small group. And so I got connected with Jeremy and Corey LeCompte, and ever since then I've fell in love with it. Every weekend, either Saturday night or Sunday morning, I drive to the Bayou Church. I get asked a lot, well, why do you drive an hour away for church? I say, one, the people are great. I've got connected with some great people. If I look back at my weeks, I think some of my best times I look forward to is Sundays. Just meet the people there, and then also just my small group with Jeremy and Corey. And also I feel like it's where God is calling me to be as well. It's almost every time that I go to a church service at the Bayou, it's like God is speaking something into my life. That's something that I've been struggling with that, He's speaking that into, or maybe that's something that I need some more encouragement in or something. I take something away from the messages every time I come in, and so I feel like I'm really growing here as well. I would say the Bayou's different. I've been to several other churches before. The main thing is the people. They're so welcoming. When I first walked in here, it was like, wow, these people really care about me. There's people the greeters that shake your hand, and the people are like, how are you doing? Hey, it's good to see you. You just feel welcomed here. And so for those people that may be, thinking about it or maybe have bad experiences, I would say it'd be hard to have a bad experience here. You come here, I'm going to guarantee you're going to have a good experience. For me, it's worth the drive just because of how great of a place it is. And for those people that are, maybe on the outside a little bit with church and stuff, just give it another chance. Just give it another chance. You'll find that it is well worth it if you get another shot. So, my name is Neil Murren, and I am the Bayou.